Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to look at you versus your person. We're going to see what are your feelings and intentions versus what your person's feelings and intentions are to see, are you mirroring each other or are you on completely different pages? Keep in mind, this is going to be general collective. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. We're going to start with Aries first. All right, Aries, you versus your person. Your feelings right now that it's time to let this go. You maybe are thinking that you feel like you might be happier in the future if you were to just release this connection and put an end to it. Your intentions is, in all fairness, to evaluate what the truth is that you see when it comes to the connection and make a decision based off of that evidence. Now, your person feels like it's a time of sadness where they feel a little bit left out in the cold. They feel like maybe if the two of you spent more time together connecting emotionally, that things could be different. Their intentions is they do want to try to have another opportunity to see if the two of you could work through this or if this is a lost cause, because it feels like you're wanting this over and they don't. So what's going to be the likely outcome here? Okay, well, it does look like you guys are on different paths, Aries. So you may decide that, you know what, this relationship entered your life. You tried it. You tried to see if you could make it work, and you're kind of at a loss. And you maybe have looked at it every possible way, and it's just not working. And so it feels like you are realizing that the change is necessary to release and let it go and trust that there might be someone or something better for you. What's your advice? Be open to new opportunities when you're ready. Now, maybe you've been ready for quite some time and you've already emotionally shut off with this connection, and you maybe have already healed, but you haven't actually physically let this person go. Make sure that you're in a place where you're investing in yourself so that you are able to give a fair shot to a new beginning elsewhere if that's what you choose to do. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, you versus your person. Are you mirroring each other or are you on completely different pages? Taurus and their person. Okay, so you are feeling right now that there's a lot of negative thoughts about the situation between the two of you. You have a lot of fears and anxieties because of the situation, and you can't stop worrying about if it's going to work or not. Your intention is you do want to try to return and fix it. You want to try to see if the two of you can get on the same page, if you can actually understand each other better. You're willing to do whatever you need to do to advance the connection to get to a good place. So that's for you. Now, your person is kind of in an energy of they're not being fully transparent with you with their feelings. They're not really, letting you know what they're thinking, and they're kind of avoiding any type of emotional conversation, any type of transparency. It looks like their intentions is they have never maybe experienced something like this before. So their intentions is to maybe try to step back a little bit further and not really be fully transparent with these feelings and emotions. It could be that your person is just emotionally inexperienced. They could be immature. They are really avoiding any type of transparency with you. So let's see what's going to happen here. So it does look like you are recognizing that it's really important for you to make a change at this point, that you have invested a lot up to this point, and you worry that it's never going to get better. You're afraid that if you continue to keep investing, that it's going to be blocked, that this person's just not going to open up. They're not going to give you any type of emotion. So it does look like you're in an energy of realizing that even though it's challenging for you to let go of this person with the Chariot, I do see that you are going to maybe surrender and realize this is something that is necessary. You're determined and focused on having something so much better that's in alignment for you, and you want something that's fair and successful and balanced. So what's your advice? You might feel a sense of trap when it comes to these emotions because this person hasn't reciprocated them. Now's the time for you to really start listening to your intuition and give the love that you wanted this person to give you and the emotion that you wanted from them. Expect it from yourself. Start pouring into yourself. As difficult as it's going to be for you to walk away from this person when you don't want to, it is something that is necessary. And realizing that convincing yourself and trusting that you can give yourself the love is your best piece of advice, is focusing on loving you during this time period, because this person is not coming to the table for love. All right, let's do Gemini. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Gemini, you versus your person, are you mirroring each other or are you on completely different pages? Gemini. Okay, so right now you're in an energy of feeling like the experience with this person has been a little bit bittersweet. You maybe have felt like the drama has been too much. So you feel like now's the time you have to draw a line in the sand, that you're done with the drama. Your intentions is to let this person know that you want an opportunity to continue to invest, but only if the investment does not come with drama attached to it. So there's something about this person maybe projects a lot and they don't really address the issues. They skirt around it or they avoid them. So you're wanting to draw a line in the sand that you need this person to be compassionate to come to the table. Now your person is in the Emperor energy, so they are a little bit stubborn. They are somebody who knows it's important with what it is that you need from them, but they are afraid to go there with you. So their intentions is they know that in time they have to make a change, but it looks like they're not ready to make the change right now. So let's see what's going to happen here. You're going to continue to stay caught up in your head. You may not be ready to go and be alone. You may not be ready to depart. There's a strong codependency that you're having because of this connection. And you are waiting for this person to kind of graduate and come to meet you on the table. But it doesn't look like that's what's happening. You have stronger emotions than this person does. And that is blocking this connection. It's kind of at a standstill. So what is your advice? Stop procrastinating and make a decision. How long are you willing to wait for this person to fully step into the role of what you need when it comes to a partner? There could be experiences that you've had with this person that maybe you have bonded with, and maybe that's why you continue to stay. But there is a sense of codependency that I see with this connection. So I think you need to listen to your heart. And your heart might be really recognizing that drawing that line in the sand may be necessary. There may also be a point where you need to make a deadline, so to speak, of how much longer you're willing to do this with this person if they're not willing to step in and make the changes needed for a successful relationship. All right, Cancer. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Cancer, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person, Cancer? I'm hearing, this girl is on fire. You feel like this is a situation that is really important because you want to accomplish everything with this person. You want happily ever after. Your intentions is to let this person know that they are your priority, that you are investing for something for the long term. You could have fire in your chart, or this person could. Now your person is in an energy of feeling like, you know what, I do want happily ever after also, but I have a lot of debt, I have a lot of loans, I have a lot of financial obligations that I need to focus on. So their intentions is to elevate their finances before they go all in with you. Now, what is going to be the likely outcome? You may feel like this relationship is too based around money, that because your person is all about money and all about fixing their money issues, You may feel like this person isn't investing the emotional aspect, or they're not giving you the quality time that you need outside of their financial issues. So it does look like there's going to be a strong conversation that you and your person are about to have that is going to bring this relationship to the surface of, okay, if you can invest financially, are you going to be able to invest emotionally and physically? Because there's other aspects, not just financial, in a relationship. So it does look like the two of you are about to present this conversation to each other and have a sense of, you know what, I need you to make it a priority outside of the financial. So what's your best piece of advice? This situation is asking you to be very compassionate, also very forgiving. So if this person works a lot, they are trying to make up for some financial mishaps that they have, that they've experienced. The best piece of advice is you might need to be a little bit more compassionate, especially if you're needing more time from your person, and understand that sometimes one's up, one's down, and partnerships are about balancing each other out. So understanding that this situation is requiring you to be a little bit more compassionate with your person. All right, Leo. You want your own personalized in-depth reading? My website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Leo, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person, Leo? Okay, so Leo, you are feeling like there's a sense of hurt and disappointment. You have the 5 of Cups, 5 of Water, so it's a difficult time for you. Your intentions is to try to overcome this negative looming thought that you have about you and your person. Now, your person is in an energy of they feel like they need to just move forward, move on from this connection. Their intentions is to look at life differently, different than they did when they were with you. Now, the likely outcome here is, the truth is both of you are wanting different things. The evidence is on the table that you're not on the same page. You may be hurt and disappointed emotionally when it comes to your person, and your person's choosing to ignore that hurt and disappointment and just distance themselves. So it does look like because of that, you both are kind of going in different directions, and you're wanting to potentially focus more on what you want or what you need in your life. Maybe your finances or personal goals that you both have separately. So it looks like you're kind of going parting ways, so to speak. What is your best advice? If you haven't found your life purpose, Leo, this is the reason for you to start initiating it. This actual connection may also be the catalyst for you finding what you're supposed to do. So if you're somebody who is a Leo, or you have Leo in your chart and you have not been able to find what your purpose is, this connection is going to be the catalyst for you to actually find it. It's a time for you to kind of go within, do some meditation, do some journaling, spend some time in nature, and follow the signs and synchronicities that your guides are giving you. This connection not working out actually may be a blessing in disguise, because there's a detour that you're being pushed towards with this not working out in your favor. So it looks like you're going to know pretty quickly, if you haven't already figured out, that this is a part of your life purpose to not be in this connection. Virgo, you want your own personalized in-depth reading? My website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Virgo, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person? Virgo. So you are feeling like you need to really pay attention to what's happening in this connection. Your intentions is you want to move forward with hope and optimism as your intention, that you're hoping everything's going to work out. Now, your person feels like they do love you, and they do feel that they need to cherish this connection more. So their intentions is to really reflect upon what they haven't done in the past, they want to start doing here in the near future. So we do see the likely outcome here. We have the Empress coming out and the Magician. So it does look like both of you are really all in, ready to be in alignment with each other, of nurturing and caring about each other. You know you both have the tools and the capacity to bring this connection together to make something truly amazing. Now, there could be a little bit of an overlap where you don't actually get there right away. So maybe you're focused on something, they're focused on something, but it does look like the two of you will bridge back together. So what's your best piece of advice? Be very clear about what you want when it comes to your life. And if this person is somebody that you do want in your life, you may have to bite the bullet, is what I'm hearing, and allow the time for the two of you to work separately before you can come back into union. Because I do see you coming back together to work it out, but you may not be happy knowing that you actually have to separate first before you can come back into union. So just be compassionate with yourself. You may not agree. You might be in disagreement that, hey, we need to take time for ourselves, but it is something that is necessary, and it will actually bring you back together stronger than it would be if you stayed together. Libra. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Libra, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person? Libra. You feel like times are really challenging with this person. You feel like you want the challenging times to just finally come to an end. Your intentions is you're trying to use your intuition to make the best decision possible, but you worry a lot when it comes to this connection. Your person feels like they want victory and success also. You both are kind of in the sixes energy. Your person's intentions is they might be holding back from you, but they're still holding on to the connection. So let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so it looks like you both are going to finally release some things that you guys have been projecting upon each other, some negative thoughts that have been looming. It looks like you're going to have a conversation where you're going to be fully transparent. It's going to be an opportunity for both of you to present your feelings, your emotions, and what you are going to do in order to make this work. And it looks like that will be something that is strong for both of you to be able to do. Now, what is your best piece of advice? You know, don't hesitate to move into a placement of being honest with your person. If you've been very scared to tell your person because your intentions are a little bit holding back when it feels about this conversation, I want you to be fully open and honest with this person. That being transparent with your person is going to help them to maybe not see things from your perspective, but they can at least understand your perspective. And there is a difference. So I want you to be able to realize that if you're passionate about making this work with this person, then being honest with them is going to be the first thing that you need to experience. And it might be something that you haven't been able to do up to this point. But I do see there's going to be a really strong opportunity for you guys both to have the floor and to be able to hear each other out. And take that to your advantage, because that is not always the case. Scorpio. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Scorpio, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person? Scorpio. Scorpio. You feel like the divine is playing a part in what the action that's happening right now. Your intentions is to try to respect what the divine is trying to teach you about this connection. Your person feels like there's an opportunity for both of you to maybe advance your careers, advance your education, and learn something that's going to be really successful and rewarding at the tail end. Now, their intentions is they know that it might be a fight because the two of you may not be in the same time zone, you may not be in the same location, but it is something your person is willing to fight to try to make right between the two of you. Now, the likely outcome is there is going to be, at the end of the day, it's going to be successful, that you guys are going to be able to be more stronger than what you were in the past. However, it is going to take a little bit of time before you get there. It does feel like there's a sense of maybe organizing what's really important right now versus what's going to be important down the road. And it feels like sacrificing something now, maybe the time or the separation, the physical separation is necessary for, in the back end, for the two of you to be happy and joyous together. So what is your best piece of advice? Put your ego to the side and be able to balance out everything that you can do with the time restraints that you do have. So being able to understand, I'm hearing stronger in time. So if you put your ego to the side and realize that maybe you don't get what you want right now, but you are going to get it later on, it might be something you have to sacrifice your ego and your pride to the side to be able to understand that that makes most logical sense, not only for you, but for your partner and for the two of you down the road. Sagittarius, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Sagittarius, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. You're feeling like you want victory and success with your person. You want to give this person a lot of attention. Your intentions is to be very outgoing, to maybe be picking up the energy between the two of you, be very optimistic, and be very creative with evolving this connection. Your person feels like they're opening their heart up to you. Their emotions are starting to develop, but their intentions is to not tell you that. So they are going to hold back even though their heart is opening for you. Likely outcome is that you both are making some plans for the long term together. Maybe you're making a plan to go to like a concert or go to some type of event that is down the road, something that anticipates that you both will still be together in the long term. So it does look like there is something that is both of you are leaping forward thinking, you know what, this is going to work in time, and we're both thinking that, but we're not actually speaking it. So looks like there is strong energy of longevity here. So what is the advice for Sagittarius? Don't worry. I'm hearing don't worry, be happy. So be cautious of not living too extremely. If you can't afford something, don't take on more than you can afford. But also this is an idea. Instead of having to invest in this person financially, invest in this person emotionally or spiritually. And you might be surprised that you actually get your wish fulfillment at the end of the day. Capricorn, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Capricorn, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person? Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm hearing liar, liar, pants on fire. So you could feel like this person is a liar to you. And your intentions is to try to create the opportunity or basically catch this person in an opportunity to prove that you feel that they're lying. Your person feels like they want a new chance. And their intentions is to prove to you that they weren't a liar and they did not manipulate you. Likely outcome, we do have the Death card and the World card coming out. So it looks like you're not underestimating what maybe your intuition is telling you, and you're deciding, you know what, I'm just going to move on. I'm going to move away from this. I'm going to close this out because I'm going to trust my intuition versus what this person is saying. Your best piece of advice is see how things play out and maybe be more open with hearing this person out and trust your intuition. If you feel your intuition is telling you no go, they are a liar, then cut your losses and move on. Take the action necessary. Aquarius, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Aquarius, you versus your person. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person? Aquarius. Let's find out. Aquarius. You're feeling like you want to move closer to this person. Your intentions is to openly communicate that you recognize it's time for you to transition towards this person. So if there's physical location, you want to get there. Now your person feels like, yes, they're awakening that this is something that they truly want in the current moment, and their intentions is to accomplish that in all possibility of opening up to the two of you coming together. Yeah, we definitely have the Wheel coming out here. So it looks like you both are wanting to advance this connection, to keep moving forward towards each other. And there could be a lot of progression within the next 7 to 10 days here. Your best piece of advice. Be honest and open with whatever solution is going to work out for both of you. So if moving really rapidly doesn't work for you, but it works for your person, you may need to come to a compromise and be very much aware of what is the opportunity that you can present of when you can actually make this transition. What is realistic for both of you? There's a compromise or happy medium there. Pisces. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Pisces, you, versus your person. What is that? The ego. You're in your ego, or your person's in their ego? Somebody might be in their ego here. What are your feelings and intentions versus your person, Pisces? Let's see here. Pisces. Pisces. You feel like you need to surrender this. Your intentions is to no longer progress towards this person and completely disregard or be on the defense when it comes to this person. This person feels like you bring them happiness and joy, and even though there are a lot of problems, they do recognize that. They don't care about that. So their intentions for right now is to contemplate on how to convince you to stay with them. Likely outcome is you are boot scoot boogieing away from this. You're making the change. You're realizing this person doesn't make you a priority. They don't give you the attention you want and deserve. This person is still going to try to hold on to you. They may not give you what you need, but they're still going to try to hold on to you in the hopes that they can actually do that. Your best piece of advice is recognize, are you on a path of alignment with this person, or should you just walk away? Because it does feel like you already know that you're kind of already free from this connection. You're not as engaged or as connected as you once were, and you're ready to progress and move forward. And if that's what you want, you have a right to do that. You don't have to wait for this person to convince you otherwise. You already know the answer within yourself.